into the video. I've been asked a few times now how I tie my leader onto my braid. It sounds like a really simple thing, but with me being a little bit of a perfectionist, I tend to want to try and make things a little bit better and a little bit easier to use. So I think I found something that will help a lot of BFS anglers. Typically when you're BFS fishing, you want your knot to pass through the eyes of your rod very smoothly. Otherwise it's going to cause damage to your rod rings, it's going to cause issues with your cast all the way through. So I think this knot will have sorted that out for us. So I'm going to be using a very thick wire and I'm going to be using a very thick braid just to demonstrate so we can see a little bit easier whereabouts we stand. So what we want to start by doing is doubling over what would be your fluorocarbon. So you've just got a loop, okay? Then pass the braid through the back of the fluoro and pull through, give it a good 15 centimeters or so. And then grab underneath and start wrapping over the top. Wrap over the top, wrap over the top, wrap over the top. Keep going until we meet the tag end. Now, if it starts getting a little bit difficult, it starts flopping about, just move your fingers up just like I have there. Keep wrapping, keep wrapping. Might have a couple of issues along the way like what I just have there. It's not very easy with big thick braid. I think that's a £100 braid that I'm trying to use to demonstrate what I'm doing. So it's not particularly easy, but there you go. Wrap it over. Keep going until we get to that point. Now, when I saw the knot demonstrated, that's as far as they went to. But as you might be able to see, there is still, really see it that well, but there's still a little tag end. You can see it there. That will get stuck in your rod rings. So what I decided to do was carry the wraps on, carry it on, carry it on, and carry it on. Now that's better. However, you still will get a little bit of resistance on that edge. So what I decided to do was wrap back up until you meet whereabouts your tag end is and your fluorocarbon leader. Okay, so we've got to that point now. Now that is a smooth edge, that will pass through rings. I'll leave a little picture, I mean it'll be in the thumbnail anyway, but I'll leave a little picture of how smooth and how small the knot actually is. Obviously this is, you're talking £40 wire and you're talking £100 braid, so it's going to be massive, but it really is a small smooth knot. So at that point you don't need to wrap up tight all the way back up. Couple of wraps back up the knot. Then what we do, pass the tag end through the eye, through the loop. Hope we can see this. Okay, so we're there, and then I pass it back through again. So we are left with something that looks like that. Okay, so at this point, what I do, and it's quite crucial to do this as well, otherwise you're going to be left with a loop at the end. I pinch the bottom of the knot and start pulling the leader through. Can you see how that just starts pulling through the leader? Don't pull it all the way through, just leave that little loop, if you can see that, a little loop there. Okay, now leave the tag end alone, grab your leader, grab your braid and give it a good pull. Probably want to moisten the knot before you do this, but with it being a video, I'm not going to moisten it up. You all know to moisten your knots before you cinch them down. Give it a good pull. And then we want to take the tag end and do the same. So that is your knot. Bar taking off this little piece here, that is your knot done. Now that is super strong, and in the 12 months that I've been using it, there or thereabouts, I've had no issues with it whatsoever. Not had it unravel, not had any break off issues. Only when I've been pulling for a break has it broken off, but 9 times out of 10 it breaks at the swivel or the knot that's closest to the law. So I've not had any major issues whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I found this to be the best. I mean, by all means, if anyone can give me a easier knot that's smoother and more effective, then, you know, give me a shout. But I find that to be really, really good. Once you've had a little bit of practice as well, you can tie it up on the bank really quickly. I think that just about wraps it up. So if you like the video, please give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.